Hello everyone, this is Jill from the James L. Hamner Public Library in Amelia County, Virginia. This video, I am going to read what I wrote in the first two sessions, the first 20 minutes of our National Novel Writing Month write-in sessions. Those videos will still be up even after November, but you can write whenever you want. But hopefully in November it will help you reach your 50,000 words. And to encourage you that you don't have to be perfect to keep writing, I am going to read the unedited part that I wrote. When I started, I didn't even have the name of a character or a plot or a first sentence. I hit the timer and realized I was supposed to write something and hadn't thought of anything or planned it out. So, unedited, completely cringeworthy, here you are. Jade didn't know what to do. She was angry, but she wasn't used to letting people see it. Jeremy was acting like she had no idea how to build a fire. Of course she did. Everyone out here did. Her camp chore this week was building the morning fire. And yes, it was drizzling. Yes, too, the wood was wet and kindling was scarce. But she knew how to build a fire as well as anyone else. Also, she'd been building fires in wet and weather and dry for almost 20 years. Jeremy said he only learned at the training for this job. So what was he doing telling her how to start the fire? Jade took a deep breath. Jeremy, my job is starting the morning fires. Your job is collecting the water. Why don't we all focus on our assigned tasks so that we can have breakfast on time and start work on time? I'm just trying to help, Jeremy protested. Help by getting the water. Jade tried to keep her voice level. There was no way to say that without sounding sarcastic. Jeremy humphed but picked up the water bags and walked toward the lake. Jade sighed, then focused on the wet wood in front of her. It would be difficult to start a fire in this weather, but two people fussing at it wouldn't speed things up. She stripped some of the inner bark from the lone stick of cedar they could find and rubbed it into a bird's nest. Carefully arranging the wood, she methodically lit a flame and with gentle tending got a small fire to catch. By the time Jeremy returned with the full water bags, the fire was small but gaining strength. Jeremy set a pot to collect the water for hot beverages, and when it was full, the fire was ready to heat it. You need to put sticks near the fire to dry out, Jeremy told Jade. That's right, Jade encouraged him. Thinking ahead for the evening fire is part of being prepared in the woods. Melissa snorted as she walked past and shared a delighted glance with Jade. Jeremy continued. If you put the sticks too close, they'll start to burn. You want them close enough to dry out, but not so close that they'll burn. You're really getting the hang of this, Jade enthused. Jeremy missed her sarcasm. Dry wood is important for a fire, he instructed her. Without a fire, we could get too cold, and that's the worst thing that could happen out here. Jade thought to herself. Actually, not having clean water to drink would be the worst thing. Shelter and fire are important, but without water we will die. Well, become very sick and make poor decisions which could lead to dying. She didn't say anything out loud, just continued to monitor the fire's progress. Jeremy started to poke at the flames. How's that water for breakfast coming? Jade asked him, trying to get him to leave her chore to her. We have water, Jeremy responded, poking a stick so that it fell and almost smothered the fire. Jeremy, please let me attend to my own task and you attend to yours, Jade said firmly while trying to salvage the fire. Let me do that. Jeremy started to push more sticks over the flames. Stop, Jade said forcefully. This is my job. Let me do it. You go do your job. If the fire goes out, we won't have breakfast, Jeremy protested. You're making the fire go out. Let me attend to my own duties and you attend to yours, Jade said again. Jeremy scowled at her, then walked over to Jason. If we don't have breakfast, it's Jade's fault. She won't let me help when the fire's going out. Jade knows what she's doing. She's had the same training as all of us, Jason dryly responded. The fire almost went out and the wood is wet, Jason sounded angry. She got the fire going. She's doing fine. How's the filtering for the water coming? Jason asked. Jeremy glanced at the water bags. We need pots to collect the filtered water. Jeremy looked at him, paused, then returned to stirring the batter for pancakes. Jeremy lingered a few minutes, then got to the pots and put them under the filter bags, banging and huffing and muttering all the while. Jade finally got the fire to a steady burn with enough coals to pull out for cooking. Normally, the morning fire would be started from the evening one that was banked overnight, leaving plenty of coals for cooking breakfast, but the rain got in the way of that procedure. Jason started cooking pancakes and Jeremy wandered over. "You need oil so the pancakes don't burn," he told Jason. Jason continued cooking without comment. "You check for bubbles around the edges of the pancake. That's how you know it's time to turn them," Jeremy continued. Jason asked, "How's the filtering coming? Do we have enough to fill our bottles before work? It normally takes 2 trips to fill the bags." Jeremy looked at Melissa and Anna filling their bottles. "The girls are taking all the water," he said. Jason flipped a pancake, commenting, "They're girls if you're a boy. And the water is there for them to use. They're doing what they're supposed to." Jeremy shrugged. "If they didn't drink so much water, we wouldn't have to filter so much. What is it with girls, woman," he smirked, "and drinking so much water? All it does is make them have to pee all the time." Jason removed the last pancake. "What's going on, Jason?" "You keep complaining and telling people what to do, but everyone except you is doing exactly what they should." "I'm just trying to help. Can't you take a joke?" Jeremy looked angry, but grabbed more than his fair share of pancakes and doused them in brown sugar. Jason handed out the remaining pancakes to the others, who only got 1 each instead of their rationed 3 because of Jeremy's greediness. As the group something. So, there you go. Complete with factual errors, never mind mixing up characters' names. So, you don't have to be perfect, but you can get the start or the middle or some section of your novel written 20 minutes. More words for you. Until next time, keep learning.